guys, today I want to talk about the shop and go fast through it so that you can see what I am buying and decide on your own what you want to buy. So without further ado, let's go into it, and we start with the resource shop. So in the resource shop, I definitely buy the gold weekly and daily because they're free. And the basic skill manuals, which are very expensive, but you don't get many green books, and later on you have a lot of units you want to build, but you can't because you lack the skill books to skill the first levels. And that's why I think they are extremely important to help you guys understanding me. See, I have lots of units, but skills all level 1. Then let's see, actually bait skills all level 1 I'm using now. Eternal 1322, like many examples like that. I have my Sigma only has 1-2 max 1. So you can see the skill books are kinda scarce because all my units have low skills, right? And okay, this one I pushed earlier, of course, for progress. But other than that, Eva probably is also better suited, but so many skill books you later use. And Fanon also pushed only for Sigma. Now I'm not using her anymore. You know, Rona is all 1, right? Shu is all 1. It's like, it's crazy how many skill books you later need. It's crazy. Like, this one I can push up. I will probably push it up, but Eliza was maybe a mistake, except for good rate, of course, right now. And I hope you understand, skill books are super rare. And yeah, I have 21 blue, 8 red, but only 1 green. So please understand, green books are super valuable. So with that out of the way, I do 6 stamina refreshers, but of course free-to-play players will probably not do it, so keep that in mind. But for me, until 6 stamina refreshers are worth it, and afterwards it costs 128, which is from my point of view not worth it. Gold, I would try to avoid to buy it. I bought 2 times at the start of the game, but honestly, rather than buying gold here, just do the bounty hunter event dungeons, right? Because you get more gold this way than via the gold from Aether directly. So I think this is a better option than buying gold strictly, right? So keep that in mind if you decide, or if you are thinking about buying gold, that you still have the option to do the gold dungeon. Now with friendship points, I buy nearly everything and even arena tickets. So, but currently, of course, wait until you do arena, so it refreshes and it's not at max limit. And of course, gold makes sense, hammers make sense, stone pieces and stone fragments make sense because later you don't farm them anymore. The lower stages of the stone dungeons, let's call them like that, you don't farm them later, so it's definitely worth it to have too many of them for free because it's friendship points basically, than lacking them and not being able or being forced to use suboptimal farming methods to farm the stones, right? So just get them so you never have to worry about them again. If you have not enough currency, avoid them, but for now, if you have, like me, enough to buy everything, buy them. Clear tickets, of course, because free. Stamina, of course, because free. And gold, yeah. Important, keep your friend list always up. Remove the ones who are not active. And what I always do is I leave one spot open so that people can add me. So when I see people inactive, I can just discard them and have a friend list of people who try to add me, right? So I usually only have 29 people in the friend list and keep one spot open so people can add me. The hero piece Venom exchange ticket is, from my point of view, not worth it. But if you for some reason have too much, you can of course buy them, but it's like 1 shard of a 1 or 2 star. I don't think it's worth it, but if it's free, you can buy it. If you have too many friendship points, go for it. I would rather save for next week. Arena, definitely buy all the books, definitely buy stamina, and gold, not a must, but gold is scarce, so for me it is a must. The gear can be bought. If you have enough currency, consider buying the pieces because you can dismantle them. They are not good for any content right now, so don't consider pushing them up. But otherwise, they are good pieces to dismantle. They are free to dismantle, and then you get red slime or whatever, the reforged material, right? Which is very hard to get later on. So definitely worth before dismantling. I should push more arenas so I can buy them without worrying too much about not having enough for next week. So cake not worth it, because cake is cake and way too expensive for one cake. And it's not, if you have too many resources, you can buy it, but it's very low priority from my point of view. Pieces, I would rather save the pieces now, and later when you have lots of pieces, you can consider pushing your newest unit, right, or any unit. Currently I can max by 16, right? So definitely for me it's like whatever, but later on it stacks up over time. So currently just wait until the currency is very, very high and you get some free options to use, like maybe we can even use it for limited units, so keep that in mind, which are not obtainable through banners, off-rate banners, right, as an off-rate. So keep that in mind, else I will just save them for now. Stars memory currently not obtainable anymore. I hope it stays away. If they change anything, consider only the books and the stamina. I think anything else is farmable or way too expensive. So if we for some reason get the mileage shop, only go for stamina and skill books, okay? Because anything else is farmable or just a waste of resources. Some people will go for the clear tickets. I cannot prevent that from them from doing that, and they might be worth it if you want to level up your characters that can't clear Chimera 10 or Glycis, for example. So event shop, I bought literally everything except these parts, and I'm considering currently the steak dish and the gold. I don't like the food, it's expensive and it's only XP, but it might be worth it. Other than that, I think Blue Knight is not worth it because you farm lots of blue gear, weapon and accessories in Glycis, so I think it's too expensive or it's not worth it. Others might think it's worth it, but for me it's not. Weapon only if you're a beginner, it can push you really fast, but other than that, for mid and late game players, this is I'm not buying it, I'm not investing anything into this, right? So gold, definitely worth it because gold is gold. The lobby stuff and frames, all free to choose, I will not force you. Blue Knight, definitely buy it. In this shop it's kinda cheap for 250, it eases up your legendary farm. 100% worth it are the gem chests, which are weeklies, so definitely buy them, they are not expensive. They give you stage 3 gem chests, which are currently only obtainable in gold rate, so keep that in mind. Every resource, every income of gem chests is good. And start selection aggressive, okay, but you don't have the gold to craft often, so keep that in mind. They will probably, over time you will have lots of them. Pieces, eternal pieces, 80, it's a total of 80, and they save you 8 days of side story farming, so they can greatly decrease. With Valentine it's a total of 12 days because 40 and 80, and it can greatly decrease the time you will spend in side story if you intend to farm them, right? It's like you can start new units earlier, and over time you will, with other side stories giving you shards, you will have a big difference between people farming side stories and farming shards and people who are not farming shards, right? So definitely worth it, buy them. And other than that, like I said, this is all not a must, the lobby profile stuff, but if you're a collector, you definitely go for them. So with the event shop out of the way, let's go to adventure first. Let's go to the new shop, the Survey Hub. And here, all I buy is a quality present chest, because it gives you, I think, 3 of each green gift, which is a lot, and it's very, very cheap. You can consider farming food, and if you're farming gifts anyway, this shop is actually hard to judge. I would definitely dodge those, the gear pieces. I think they are a trap for newer players, or they have kinda good substats, not gonna lie. Like they have speed, attack and so on, but they will be replaced in 2 weeks latest, right? In 2 weeks the latest they will be replaced, and they are way too expensive. But if you push hard mode, you might end up with 1 or 2 with a lot of the resource, so you might consider buying them. But other than that, I think hammers abrasive, and maybe even clear tickets are more worth it. I think the legendary abrasive is too expensive and you don't get epic pieces anyway. I mean legendary. So yeah, the Reforged Catalyst is okay, but also too expensive. I would stay with only buying the quality present chest as my priority, and anything else here is extra, right? If you farm gifts, you have more stuff to buy. So you can buy the hammers, I guess, but it's like, it doesn't make adventure more worth it to farm. It just is nice currency you have if you end up farming the limited stages for stones or gifts. So let's go to the last shop, the gold shop. In the gold shop, you honestly want to avoid the daily ones. I think they are way too overpriced. And I mean, the enhancement toolbox looks not too bad, and maybe the level 5 shop, the 60 foods, looks also not bad, because they are kinda okay for the amount they cost. The XP is not so shabby. But before gold rate, we didn't have enough currency, right? Soon we will get a lot of currency through the gold rate, to the placement. So it might be worth it to go for daily stuff, but for now, I think the only thing worth is the food. If you need XP, yeah, keep that in mind first. If you need XP, so even then, I'm not considering buying them. Weekly, you definitely want to buy all the books. So Gold Shop 5 opens up the red books, and the books, of course, like I said, super limited. The probably one of the rarest currency you get in this game, or hardest to get, but a big bottleneck. Let's say it a big bottleneck. And I think for Gold Shop 4, it's definitely worth, if you have too much resources of the gold stuff, definitely worth it to buy the accessories, right? The red ones at least. So green ones, it kind of loses value the higher you go, but any one of them can spawn superior service chests, so they might be worth it, but only buy them if you have way too many points, right? Keep that in mind. For now, always be safe. I was always secure that you can buy the books every week. That's the important part. Anything else is extra. And as extra, I mean gifts. Gold supplies for the gold leaders. Gold supplies is super lackluster. I would probably, if I buy anything, only consider going for gold or the enhancement toolbox. Like anything else, I think it's not worth it for the team. But anyway, currently everyone is going for monoliths and pushing shop, or pushing Monolith of Unity, or Monolith of Negotiation, which I think will be super high value. So people should definitely, after shop 5, skill books are more worth than gold, but afterwards I would definitely go for Monolith of Negotiation for the reducing crafting cost. So get the gold shop, get those 3, ignore the other ones that live for now, because they are just extra, they are helpful, but it's like late game. They are for the late game. Okay, and I think with that we got it. All shops I think got mentioned. I will only go about what I bought now, and then we call it a dips. I bought the welcome equipment package from the cash shop. I bought this one, but because I was scared that they reset, it didn't reset, and I think it's okay. It's still good value, but it's good value for the shop. It's not good value overall, right? It's like $30. I'm not sure in which what currency you pay, and maybe it's less. It's $25. Okay, whatever. I bought this one. I bought the starter package. I didn't buy those packages. This one is also worth it if you want to whale harder, but I didn't consider buying it yet. I will keep it for now until the future, because 6,000 ether for 1,000 for my currency, this is good value. But it's better value in my point. It's not better value, but I don't want to buy for this price 1,000 ether, so it's already hard for me to justify K special ether package, because both of them are kinda expensive. But K special ether definitely more worth it than Eva special ether, so keep that in mind. Except you are only going for the stamina. Beginner armor pack, definitely not worth it. Don't buy it. You will go out so fast out of the legendary helmet and stuff, like even the arena gear. I would prefer the arena gear over this gear. The hammers are nice, but like I said, you have later a lot of them. You don't get enough good gear, so you end up with way too many hammers. And those packages, they are probably worth it. I didn't buy any of them. They are better than the other deals from the Ether. Right, they are better than these deals, I think, if I recall correctly. Yeah, they're definitely better. But still expensive. Right, still super expensive. For 24 pulls or 12 pulls, right? Like, it's still worth it somewhere. But I don't want to whale so hard that I think they are good value, okay? Packages, I do the Ether supply pack, daily free gift is a no-brainer. Ether supply pack, because this basically is my, I have monthly money, and I don't want to spend over the budget I have set myself. And Ether supply pack is an efficient way to get ahead with stamina without spending too much. So it's like $1 a day. And I keep it up, and it's $30 a month, which is not cheap, but definitely if you want to stamina refresh anyway, I think this is the cheapest way after the monthly. And with that, I buy the stamina pack, worth it if you want to flash farm. It also gives you XP and gold because of the farming. Definitely worth it if you want to progress faster, if you get ahead in gear. And XP, not worth it. You can just do, it's the same with gold. Instead of buying this, you can just spend Ether in the food dungeon, right? And you will get a better value than this package. Like, I think for 360 Ether, this package is basically worth 360 Ether because you will get the same or more in the food dungeon. So definitely not worth it. Stone, I never consider buying them because they are farmable in the end game and you don't get the red ones. So from my point of view, also not worth it. And I think we have the same case here in which you can just use the Ether and be more efficient than buying this package. Skill books are definitely worth it. I don't buy them because I don't want to go over a certain budget, right? I rather spend it in real stuff. You know, I rather save 10 months, 10 weeks and buy a smartphone, or let's say 20 weeks and buy an iPhone than buying this package, right? So this is the problem with this package for me. It's way too overpriced. It's not way too overpriced for the scarcity of books, but I rather wait and save the money and buy something in real life. Yeah. And for the monthlies, yeah, if you whale hard, this package is better than the Ether supply package. And I think you can justify buying them if you are hard whaling, but currently this game doesn't need you to hard whale because of the stamina limitations, so definitely not worth it to get ahead, only worth it if you want to, for whatever reason, get 5-star and 6-star heroes, right? To do more gacha worlds. Monthly, both no-brainer. Currently, I think the Death Note said this will get buffed. Not this one, but the dungeons, the challenge entries get buffed. But currently, this increases your daily. The Valentine pack increases your daily income of the challenge food, gold, and stone dungeons by 50%. Right, one more entry is 50% more. From 2 to 3 is a 50% increase. So it's definitely worth it from resource-wise. Other than that, the Veronica pack, of course, worth it. It's for not so much money, $7-8 or so. It's how many pulls? 3,300. It's 22 pulls. It's a very good value. Also very good if you do stamina refreshers. This and the Ether pack basically guarantees that you can do 6 stamina refreshers a day without getting a penalty to free-to-plays, right? So basically, this package and the Ether monthly, the Ether daily will guarantee that you will stay ahead of free-to-plays without having less Ether than them, basically. Yeah. And other than that, I think I went to every shop I wanted to go to, and with the cash shop I went even to more. I hope this can somehow help you guys decide what to do. And yeah, I wrap up the video here. I hear you guys. Bye.